So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chuck. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now Scarborough. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now they'll run it with Scarborough. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 16, Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
The tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up
the 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Get in the right room. Watch twins. Watch twins. General West. Go. 55. 55.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
His kick.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Dolphins, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Tua now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's coming, check in. Mike 28, all day. Hey, seam 6, now.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Minshew's pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted by the Dolphins.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line. This is Scarborough. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Minshew throwing on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They run. This is Scarborough. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You draw closer. Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on 2nd down now, Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta. Now. Mike 55. Watch the screen.
Now Minshew. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Chenault, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
The extra point.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 14, Dolphins 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
First down.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That'll be complete to Breida. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 24-yard line.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and goal, Howard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch. take the hit and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 11 yards there, 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Complete. He caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Going with Armstead, a 1st down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Minshew sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Ready? Check 55 to Mike. Go, go, go. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 25 yards out. The kick by Lambeau is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is Jakeem Grant. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man is Grant. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
132 fighter. Hey, box drop.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the slant, this is Chark. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. But after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
A gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 39, Minshew. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. He'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Dolphins 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Grant on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by the former first-round pick, xJAydAsDaDDy4x's. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball carrier. Jamal Sheard on the stop.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
A 30-yard attempt.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will extend the lead out to 24.
34.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and...
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
To Matt.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's Tua's running back, complete. And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike, he's coming, check in. Come on, D.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, 41 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
His kick is
and he knocks it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 48, Dolphins 10. Josh Lambo, the kickoff.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Tua going to throw. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Jaguars 55, Dolphins.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Jordan Howard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big. But in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. And they take a knee.
Luton on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 33-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Luton on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but